Hi, Murtaza. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. Congratulations on passing PMP exam on your first attempt. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It was a surprise for me because in 2024 I've completed the training, and I thought that it would be pretty easy. But to my surprise, the exam was tough. But then I've gone through your sessions and the questionnaires as well. So rigorous mock tests as well. So yeah, thanks for your
Fantastic,
guidance.
fantastic, fantastic. I'm so happy on your success. So before we start and we
Sure.
talk about lessons learned of your PMP journey, could you please
Mhm.
introduce yourself? Where are you from? What do you do? And specifically tell us about your project management experience.
Sure, Amar. So I am from Hyderabad, India. So my full name is Muhammad Murtaza Ahmed. So I have 17 years of experience, out of which 10 years is into project management. I have worked for multiple companies, right from fintech to healthcare, and I've handled various projects from cloud implementation to product development, and also support projects as well for fintech, pharma clients, and also for e-commerce clients as well. So,
Fantastic.
as you know, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, so as you know that I started my career with testing and also through banking as well as from Bank of America. Was part of Bank of America London as well. So then I have shifted gears from banking, finance, and testing to project management. I've started my career. Then I've thought that the certification will also help my career boost. So in 2024, I got formally trained in project management, and then as you know that this year I've completed the certification finally.
Fantastic, fantastic. So before
Yeah.
we talk about what study material you used and how
Mhm.
many practice questions you solved, how much total time you spent in the entire preparation process?
So it would be hard to tell how much preparation time I've spent because, as you know, 2024 I have completed my formal training, and I was also working on various agile projects as well. So I was simultaneously getting trained as well on various waterfall and agile concepts, and through a live. Real life examples I was aware and exposed to the environment, so that helped me. So apart from that, I believe that the formal training which I had from you guys, it was very helpful to know the concept and also to know the mindset. Uh, Knowing the mindset, I believe, is very important for success.
Fantastic,
So if
wonderful.
you ask me about the time frame, particular time frame, I guess if you give at least 1.5 to 2 months, you should be able to crack. But then I was an exceptional case, so I guess I just uh, postponed it a lot. I dragged it a lot, so that is an exception, is what I feel.
All right, all right. Okay, so what study resources you used for your preparation?
So the resources which you have provided, I've gone through it, those resources. If you remember, I've pinged you for 1,500 questions material which I was looking for. But then I guess as it was delayed, then I have gone through a few of the videos which your channel has, the questions which are there. So I've gone through them, and apart from them, I have also gone through few of the videos of Andrew Ramdayal as well, which were also helpful in terms of understanding the mindset. Yes, Amar.
Okay, fantastic. So how many practice
Yeah.
questions you solved?
Around 700 to 800.
Okay, and what was your average scores in those mock tests?
It was around 80 to 85.
Absolutely fantastic. That's a really good score. If anyone gets above 70% in my marks,
Yeah.
they're ready for the exam. So 80% and above is a really good score. Okay, fantastic. Now let's talk about your exam. Uh, what kind of topics you think are important for the exam or where students should be focusing on?
I believe about my exam, Amar, to my surprise, it was pretty tough. So all the questions, I mean, they were not 4 to 5 lines, but then I guess you have to read it at least twice or thrice to understand, and also the options are so related to each other that you get confused. So the 230 minutes which I had, I kept few questions on review flag, but then I was not able to review them because of limited time which I had. So I guess most of the questions were related to tools and processes, and also few of them were related to people. So if you are good in people management, like stakeholder management, conflict management, and good with tools and resources, the if you're aware and exposed to the agile mindset along with predictive, then you're good to go. Business environment, I guess there were less than 10 questions.
All right, yes, two things. One, the exam is not easy, it's challenging.
Yeah,
People who are
yeah.
taking it easy, they should prepare well before the exam. And second, time management is really, really important. And
And
as yeah,
yeah, sorry to interrupt you, and I
yeah,
would suggest all the people who are looking to crack the exam to go through your video, which uh, provide in detail about how much the duration is for the exam. Your first video, if you remember, you talk about the type of questions which you get, exactly that I've been through, and the test which you have suggested was exactly the same. 95% of the questions were multiple choice. One to two were two, in fact, were related to hotspot questions, and three related to drag and drop. So I guess if someone who goes through that video at least one day before, will be able to get a fair idea as to how the exam, uh, at least the exam concept and the number of questions would look like. Yes, Amar. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. Yes,
yeah,
in that video, I talked about introduction to the PMP exam, and I also have another video where I shared 10 PMP lessons. And in that, I talked about types of questions, how much time you will be having in the exam, and what strategy you should be using, what kind of words you should avoid, what kind of words are negative words, what kind of words are positive words, how to pick the right answer, what about how many questions you need to mark for review. So coming back to Mutsa's point, time management is really, really important, and a lot of students they make a mistake. They mark so many questions for review, right? But at the end, they couldn't find time. So do not make this mistake. Let's say in
true.
each session, you will be having 60 questions. So then you will be having a break, then 60 more questions, then break, then 60 more questions. So I would suggest you can mark 2 to 3 or maximum 4 questions for review in one session. Anything beyond that won't be practical because you won't be having enough time for that. So time management is really, really important. Okay, perfect. So,
So
Mutsa,
if
what
you
about, yeah,
remember, Amar,
yeah,
if you remember, you in the same video you said that for each and every questions, if you give 70 seconds to 75 seconds, that would be enough. So I was going through the timer and I was giving 70 seconds each question. Believe me, 230 minutes will be like exactly what I was able to utilize, and I was not able to review any question because 70
yeah.
seconds, as you said, was bang on, and that much time is absolutely required.
Absolutely. 76 or 77 second is the average time that you will be having
Yeah,
for each question. So in 230 minutes, you will be having 180 questions. But for exam after July 9th, you will be having 185 questions and 240 minutes. So the syllabus is
yeah,
slightly changed. So 77
yeah,
seconds for each questions, and you can only do that if you are continuously watching the clock. Time
yeah, true,
there are two reasons people fail the exam. That's what I have seen. One, they do not prepare, right? They keep dragging, and when their eligibility is about to expire, they take the exam without preparation. So, no
true,
surprise, they can't pass the exam. And the second reason, what I have seen is some of my students who fail the exam, right? That's only because of poor time management. If you're not managing your time, you cannot pass the exam. So, time management is really, really important. And there is only one way to master time management is practice, practice, practice before you take the real
True.
exam. Do as many
Exactly.
mock tests as you can. And once you do the mock test, you learn time management or also your score. So as Mutsa mentioned, he got 80% and above. If you're crossing 70% and above, go ahead and blindly take the exam. Okay, perfect. Mutsa, did you see any question in the exam where you had to do uh, some mathematical calculations or formula-based questions?
No, Amar, there was none related to mathematical calculations, but there was one related to formula. Formula
Yeah,
that is,
absolutely.
yeah,
Earned value.
yeah,
Yeah,
that is just to a true or false for related to formula, but then no calculations.
absolutely. This is equally
Yeah,
important point that you should not spend a lot of time in understanding mathematics and formulas, right? Because
true,
as a PMI exam does not test your memory, it tests conceptual
yeah,
clarity. So do not
true,
focus on formulas and mathematics. You know, you'll be only having
true.
one question from earned value analysis, and that will be very simple.
Yeah,
You don't need to use
yeah,
calculator or anything else. That okay, fantastic.
yeah.
And some of the topics are really, really important for your exam. Like I highlighted four topics, for example, communications and stakeholders, super important. Risk management, very, very important. Scope management, fantastic. Super important for your exam. And the last thing is people management or leading project management team. So, Mutsa, what was your experience considering which topics were uh, you saw repeatedly in those questions?
Uh, for sure, Tuckman's model, you have to go through the team formation of Tuckman's model, and apart from that, few motivational theories are also important to go through. And apart from that, conflict management. And to answer conflict management, I believe if you know if you are prepared on the mindset, how the PMI mindset works, then I guess you will be able to score at least 10 to 15 questions which are related to conflict management and stakeholder management as well. uh, and as you said in few of your videos, when you find any options which says escalate, fire, or complain, those kind of options you should not go for them, or any monetary reward and things related to gifts and all. So those kind of hints are really very helpful is what I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Understanding the PMI mindset is really, really important. Like, for example, no escalation, you cannot force anybody, no unilateral decision, always include
True.
people,
Team.
um, let them participate, let them own
Yeah.
it, give them
Yeah.
autonomy, freedom, right? So these are the
True.
things.
Yeah.
Show servant leadership, act like a servant leader, solve people's problem, do not
Yeah.
put blame, uh,
Yeah.
take accountability, right? And if it is
Few
a mistake, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
few keywords which you used to mention in training, as in collaboration, coordination, and uh, analyze things. Those are the options which you should go for.
absolutely, absolutely. So understanding the PMI mindset is really, really important. I have a document that has around 100 tips. Do read those 100 tips before the exam. In
Sure.
those 100 tips, I have written all these keywords and tips and tricks before the exam. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
and I've
Mutsa,
started preparation for program management as well. So
okay,
program management certification. So let's see.
fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic, fantastic. Okay. So, Mutsa, any advice for anyone who is going to kickstart the exam preparation or who are thinking to take the PMP exam?
So go through your videos for sure, and the first video is very important, wherein you tend to make the exam so simple that you vertically slice the whole syllabus of the project management into three segments, which is business environment, people, and the other domain is related to tools and techniques. And if we go through few of your videos which are topic wise as well, if you remember the playlist which is there in your YouTube channel, which is which talks about step-by-step domain-wise videos which you have. So if we go through that, is very important. And I guess when you break and slice and dice vertically, it will be easy to go through the entire concept and remember, because for sure, if we will not be able to read the entire 700 to 500 pages of PMP, okay, so it is very difficult. So, and remember as well, even if you go through it, it will be very difficult to remember. Instead, if you just go through your videos, go through the question videos which you have, and go through as many mock tests as possible, in order to make sure that we are good at time management. And my important advice to everyone is to make sure that attempt all the questions, because there is no negative marking. So make sure that you attempt all the questions, and keep an eye on the timer, and you will be able to succeed. But you have to go through the questions twice and thrice, because they are very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Last question, Murtaza. Were you
yeah.
confident that you're going to pass the exam during the exam? What were your feeling while you were taking the
No,
exam?
before taking the exam, I was confident that I will be able to pass the exam. But after going through the exam and after completing it, I was not confident at all. But then, because of the concept which I had in my mind, and the mindset which I've kept in my mind, so I guess that was the main reason why I was able to succeed. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
absolutely. And my best advice to everybody who are going to take the exam, like during the exam, you would feel like you're going to fail the exam. This is very common
Mhm.
feeling. Even I
Oh, is
remember
it?
like 10 years ago when I took the exam, right? I was fully prepared. I spent a lot of time in preparation. I went through all the mock test and everything, and I was pretty confident that I'm going to nail it. But while I was taking the exam, after a few questions, I realized that no, this exam is not easy and I'm going to fail the exam, right? And during the exams, and while I was taking the exam, I was thinking, okay, after the exam, I'll directly go to my office and I'll not tell anybody that I took the exam, and I'll tell, okay, I went somewhere else, because I was sure that I'm not going to pass the exam, right? That was the feeling. So this is very common. So do not get trapped, right? Do not
True.
get influenced by this feeling. Trust the process. Have confidence in your preparation, right? Treat
Yes.
every question as first question and last question, right? First question, when I say, spend full energy on that question. And once you complete it, move on. Let's say you're doing this question number two. Do not think about question number one. Just keep moving.
True.
Trust the process. Rely on
Yeah.
your preparation. Have confidence in the
True.
entire preparation that you have done, and just go with it. Right. A lot of
Yeah.
students, they when they uh, see a few tough questions, they lose the momentum and they feel like, okay, they're going to fail the exam, and they stop putting effort, right? Then they just
True.
complete the test. Do not do that. Trust the process. You'll see hard questions, you'll see easy question, you'll see question with medium difficulty level. Sometime you see super hard, ultra hard question at the beginning of the exam, right? So do not get
Yeah.
pressurized. Just stay confident, stay calm, and keep moving. And also, don't come back and forth again and again. Don't do that, right? For example, if you
True.
have marked a question, just keep moving forward. Some student, what they did, for example, if they marked a question, then they jumped to the next question, then they thought, no, the previous option was not right, so let's go back. So in that, they waste time, they lose confidence. Do not do that. As I said, mark only 2 to 3 questions for review and just keep moving. Rely on your preparation, stay confident, and stay positive. So if you do
Yeah.
that, you're going to pass the exam on your first attempt. Mutsa, I'm so happy that you passed the exam on your first attempt. And
Thanks, Amit.
once again, congratulations, and wish you best of luck for your program management exam as well.
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
your lessons learned. And yeah, have a good night. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.